Calling the shots today, Dale Earnhardt Jr., the Hall of Famer. Chase Elliott goes outside lane. We are green at Pocono in the NASCAR.
Still push here. Still push.
It was supposed to be another standard race weekend at Pocono, but NASCAR fans were blindsided by a series of events that shook the sport to its core quadruple penalties, shocking disqualifications, and a rookie driver stepping into the spotlight under immense pressure. What really happened at Pocono? And why are fans now threatening to boycott one of the sport's most recognizable names? It all began with a jaw-dropping inspection failure. Brennan Poole's number 44 car, fielded by NY Racing, failed pre-race inspection not once, not twice, but 3 times. On the 4th attempt, the car barely passed. But NASCAR's rule book doesn't let that slide. The team was slammed with a rare quadruple penalty. Crew chief Mark Labratone was ejected for the weekend. Poole was banned from qualifying and forced to start from the rear, lost his pit stall selection, and had to serve a pass-through penalty after the green flag drop. That kind of punishment is almost unheard of and virtually guarantees a non-competitive run. While Poole was digging himself out of the back, other teams were navigating their own controversies. Chase Briscoe seized the moment, taking his first win of the season, but not everyone walked away unscathed. Kyle Busch and Ryan Blaney both caught in-race penalties, speeding on pit road and unapproved adjustments. But none of that came close to the penalty chaos that torpedoed Poole's chances.
A stint of his entire career that put him back in a good spot. What was going through your mind, saving fuel, trying to...
And if that wasn't enough, another drama was unfolding, this time involving the young and fiery Carson Hocevar. In the Truck Series race just 20 laps from the finish, the lead changed hands after Corey Haim's tire gave out. Lane Riggs was supposed to take over restart control, but Hocevar jumped the start, thinking Riggs was slowing the field dangerously. NASCAR didn't see it that way. Hocevar was black flagged and slapped with a stop-and-go penalty, destroying his race and relegating him to 13th. His reaction was explosive. On the team radio, he called the penalty a joke and took a jab at NASCAR's series director, saying sarcastically, "Good job, Seth." It wasn't just frustration, it was the boiling point of a season already steeped in controversy. Just weeks prior, Hocevar had been fined $50,000 and sent to sensitivity training for making inappropriate comments about Mexico. He's also locked in a tense rivalry with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., adding fuel to a fire that just won't go out. What makes this more than just a penalty is the timing. Hocevar had been building momentum and showing real promise. To be cut down by a questionable call in the heat of a critical race adds more weight to his frustrations. It wasn't just about a missed win. It was about trust in the officiating. And that trust, for many drivers and fans alike, is beginning to crack. But amid all the chaos, a new face quietly entered the scene. Spire Motorsports made a surprising move, announcing that 20-year-old Thomas Annunziata would make his Truck Series debut at Lime Rock Park. The move was strategic. Corey LaJoie, Spire's regular driver, had Cup Series duties in Atlanta, opening the door for the road racing specialist. Annunziata, a former national karting champ and IMSA competitor, is no stranger to high-speed technical circuits. And with Lime Rock being a first-time stop for the Truck Series, his expertise could turn heads. Annunziata might not have the name recognition of veterans, but don't mistake that for lack of skill. His background in precision racing disciplines gives him a unique edge on road courses. Where others might struggle to adapt, he could thrive. For Spire Motorsports, this is more than a temporary replacement. It's a calculated risk with high potential upside. This isn't just a one-off decision. With Annunziata's previous ties to sponsor Top Liner and his sharp road course pedigree, Spire Motorsports is banking on his performance to deliver a big result. If he nails it, it could mean more starts, or even a permanent seat. Meanwhile, the tension off track was reaching a boiling point. As the dust settled from Pocono's chaos, NASCAR fans turned their anger in a new direction, following a high-profile firing of a team member, details of which remain murky. Outraged fans announced a boycott of a top driver and his team. The movement quickly gained traction online, with hashtags spreading across Twitter and Facebook, calling out the decision as a betrayal of the sport's values. Fan loyalty is the backbone of NASCAR, and when supporters feel like integrity is compromised, they speak out loudly. This isn't the first time. NASCAR has weathered past boycotts over rule changes, social stances, and personnel moves. But this one comes at a particularly sensitive time. With the playoffs looming and media attention laser-focused, every headline counts. NASCAR fans have announced a boycott of a popular driver and his team in the wake of a controversial firing. What's also significant is the silence from key figures. So far, neither the driver nor the team involved in the firing has offered a clear public statement. That vacuum of information has only fueled more speculation and distrust. Fans are demanding accountability, and the longer it takes to respond, the more volatile the backlash becomes. The deeper issue here is the growing disconnect between fans and the sport's leadership, the sense that decisions are being made behind closed doors without transparency or explanation is eroding trust, and once that trust is lost, it's incredibly hard to win back. This climate has created the perfect storm. You have frustrated drivers lashing out over unclear rulings, fans organizing boycotts over perceived betrayals, and teams scrambling to manage the fallout, all while the championship battle heats up. It's not just about speed and skill anymore, it's about managing the optics, narratives, and politics that now swirl around every decision. The combination of off-track controversy and on-track chaos has painted a vivid picture. NASCAR is in a volatile moment. From shocking penalties to fan backlash to rookie shakeups, the Pocono weekend was anything but ordinary. And the fallout is far from over. Industry insiders are watching closely, sponsors are sensitive to bad press, and any sign of fan disengagement puts pressure on teams to respond. If the boycott gains more traction, it could even influence sponsor decisions moving forward. The ripple effects from one weekend are already being felt beyond the racetrack. What happens next could define the season. Will Hocevar learn from his fiery mistakes and emerge as a more controlled competitor? Can Poole and NY Racing recover from a brutal penalty weekend? Will Thomas Annunziata rise from unknown to breakout star at Lime Rock? And how will NASCAR respond to a fan base teetering on the edge of revolt? One thing's for sure, this isn't just about racing anymore. It's about perception, passion, and pressure boiling over at 200 miles per hour. And with the playoffs inching closer, every race, every penalty, and every decision will be magnified. Because in NASCAR, reputations are made or destroyed by moments just like these. If you found this breakdown eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more behind-the-scenes drama, unexpected twists, and rising star stories in NASCAR. What's your take on the Pocono penalties and the fan boycott? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading every single one. And with the playoffs approaching fast, you won't want to miss what's coming next.